Adesmamba Premuato Yamamunina ha. Omemun Samnia ma would was the iron saka. And Yabuabu no 2 days separate to break us a bar. Ye a tear for kunya yete. Utia free peace. 104.3 FM's okay. 101.7 neat. 100.9. Nimi and Sa was say pass Abaka dance in Accra. And what hello 101.5 FM Wadumu Kumasi. Ghana man temya dunsia. Baby awoti enkan. Kasa fidia be sadu esien mini echire kwamenonia. Be sadu asa. peacefmonline.com GhanaToday.com so abode etiefo benye bia kan. De edi kase eboni mu akotini binie.
Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama adia futuo akwa ma penny kwanchefo aboni din ese Ghana Immigration Service won kwadano.
My administration stands fully behind you to empower the immigration services. I urge you to lead with vigilance, professionalism to ensuring our national security.
Asante hini otumfo wase tutu yotosu mienu catcher energy minister sisi ankani ananyina naso enti wanye bibi emfa ho saso ena energy minister wa my Ghana mu John Jinapo akasa wo hyebo se wane wa asante mantem no wa beya nhihye bia sane beya ankani an begina naso na obi bia nsa timi akane de
Amincha de bebia yedru no empanyifo na mayate asese bibia koyie kama nti efri na ekono esi ehu se enkania no ekwanim enkania na gina na senia eduma na asaso no ebekofom kro na abrase
Enra dwumedie bi koso tema port we beto odwase opioid ya ye ton Ghana sika no 20 million Ghana cedis ne benya aban panifo ensa so gomo pachi na hwan mu dia enawie ho komo eba saso na Parliamentary Service Board no we your feto so enkron panifo to oboase aya mamra ne amane a wapa ho ntoma nei ye ne ese pampanifo bedi ho enkomo na Ghana aban se nyame ya adoma ema yo ano wo che sanitary pad e dia maye free titi no wani ekọ aban school no na asisi ade wani ekọ private school e kire se sa dwumedie no yemfa wo mo enhyemu ana wiensem pika we hu ne yesi nkonwa ye de ebesom se prem to bre kasebo yemfa seda manyum kowe
MTN Equita 4G Plus ya our fastest connectivity as our highest internet speed to MTN Tabunetia. This way chocolate drink Ghana cocoa pape ni adande mudi akadia kakrafra. You only need hot water. And it's just a matter of styling. O style ya na wanum. Said you mekoya da urumene se. Amansan tia me kwabena mafo ana.
Gaganto lady ohene wa kasebo ahene yesi nkonya kasebo yade babesomu na hyase eni Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kasa kire penny kwankyerefo woye no ese Ghana Immigration Service won koda no DCI Samuel Basintele amedu se won to ne boase bra no won yire bambomu won fa na so ntufom se kurase abotokrasa ne beya eni pabonfo abra no won nam koti kwan so na afeso waye nneoma ensem fata no wo betimi etu eso esa Mampeni John Dramani Mahama to aso akire se wo hye wo my Ghana ya hye ne doso pa ebi eye land na kyese asase ewiem hyen enwoma ekoso ya na edoso papa bebre na ho no mo hye hunu se wo my Ghana ya na exit point se ahye so no wo mutun se bi wo ho no ma enkwaye ebi de krade ya na illegal activities ta akoso panti wo mampeni sre ne se ne tie bia no ene wiase yeguso a ye pem ekwaye nim enwoma guso a e change e dane nti wo besre no ese nyame ya dom sa de brekese ya wakukuru na wode ahya ne nsam no wonto ne boase endada enwomemu wase ade ba kwa wo hwe nim pefri ne nchen ye visa permit issuance say enu say jai wani efi amanfo amaso bepiem wo my Ghana mu na visa permit wo mu pebia jai wo benantie twakwan ya na hina na ebusia nyaade a wonse timi aka enu ntina Ghana man pene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wode ato dwasra wo mo se wonye dwumaden ankasa won hwehwe nneoma won fifi mu se ne beye nipa bia won nam koti kwaso na afeso wo pese wo piem wo my Ghana mu na afi wodi bone no won betimi etwa so wo mampani John Dramani Mahama de sansem we nyina to dwabra na wo ya amamra ni amane Director General Ghana Prison Service wo da ne die
For our new Controller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, Samuel Basintale Amadu, you inherit a critical responsibility in securing our borders and protecting our national interests. I charge you to intensify intelligence operations and work closely with other law enforcement agencies to dismantle human smuggling networks. Surveillance at all entry and exit points must be strengthened and modernized to detect and prevent illegal activity. Under your leadership, the Immigration Service must accelerate the digitalization of visa processing, permit issuance, and border monitoring to enhance efficiency and security. Additionally, I expect you to deepen interagency collaboration to ensure a coordinated and aggressive crackdown on transnational crimes, particularly drug trafficking. My administration stands fully behind you and will provide the necessary resources to empower the immigration services. I urge you to lead with vigilance, professionalism, and a firm commitment to ensuring our national security.
Ania yokoti Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now Mampeni Tuan and Kasemu Kachre Penny Quanchera for Waboni Din. 1 year acting chief fire officer DCFO Daniela Mawusin to Saponse. Jumedia Casio nos wadia Shannon some 1 year and 1 year Juma. Nemu Masamba Kopane se Ghana fire for Ghana for ya damu papa and 1 year Japadian one share as a brano will bet me abohubain.
In recent years, there's been a concerning rise in fire incidents nationwide. Homes have been reduced to rubble, businesses have been devastated, and essential infrastructure severely damaged. Families have lost their livelihoods, and in some heartbreaking instances, lives have been tragically cut short. These fires not only inflict significant personal and economic suffering, but also place immense pressure on our emergency response systems. Last year alone, 6,436 fire incidents were recorded, underscoring the urgent need for a fire service that is well equipped, proactive, and responsive. And therefore, the acting chief fire officer, Daniela Mausi Ntosapong, as chief fire officer, your leadership must focus on prevention through public education, emergency response readiness, and strict enforcement of fire safety regulations. Fire audits must be effective and safety laws enforced without compromise. You have my full assurance that this administration will provide every necessary resource to ensure that the Ghana Fire Service is well equipped to protect lives and property. As indicated in the 2025 budget, all essential projects will be completed and officer welfare will remain a priority.
Ania yokoti Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yada suwe jinemu Mampeni ensem. Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama gusua woye changes in sakraye. Ewo Ghana Armed Forces na emu nenrada. Penny kwanchirefo ya wobode wro de ma aban Phyllis Kwachiofusu. Eden krata tenten epie emontene so awo chiremu. Ese wode weni chiremu Ghana Armed Forces ne mu a Mampeni aye ensachiraye. Na sisi ya the acting CDS. Aye Brigadier General William Japan. Sasuna acting chief of army staff Brigadier General Lawrence Kweku Bentenu, acting chief of naval staff Commodore Gordon Besson, acting chief of air staff Air Commodore Eric Ajen Frimpong, acting chief of staff Brigadier General Glover Ashon Annan. Na enkrata tenti efia bankesi empie montene so enrada ena Mampeni dia tudwa watchre se wani basomfo ya woboa ne sane beya wobetimi esi ginaye Council of State for NSC nkonya sa dwene we wo motoatoaye na wenti ye kɔ ahoma no so na ye ne pani kwankyerefo ya wabene ɛwɔ bambo mu nsɛm a wɔkyerade ɛwɔ Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. Dr. Victor Doke akwakodi enkomo yeguso a ye bɔ ne homemu sɛ yensa betimi aka no nanso ebusua na homa ne nhye dan toto mu sa bra na yeguso a ye bɔ ho wagye to mu ye besan so ahwɛ se ye benya mrahye bedwani ɛwɔ Asen South abato empesua so Yewra John Intim Fojo na yene ne kodi enkomo diafa ho enti ene enkomo no eye afenu yebedi kind security analyst edi ho enkomo yewia na yakomra shebedwani eso opani ewie yakwaba
Atatenga
dog wadama yate wonka o
okay
Pacho, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
We Pacho pompo ko de
Nyame adom ne ye na so e
Nyame adom ne mpaibo ye Mampeni eye pani kwankyerefo a woda Ghana Armed Forces ano enru ankrata bi piefia bankese mu akire se waye nsakyerage me Pacho waben e wo bambo mu nsem uhu se sa changes we eba.
First of all, on the 10th of January, make sure as could be more published here or media houses, selected media houses. And now we're making some kind of predictions concerning changes on police service, the other security services, immigration, and I made some predictions about the Ghana forces to the Minister of Defense. And then the situation in Boko. Then our president called Boko, and then subsequently changes with regards to the police service and then the Ghana forces. Now, sort of researcher me from December last year to early January, to the extent that you share near my also promotions the former president AEF with regards to especially the army and then the security architecture now with regards to staff promotions they didn't see that now with regards to first of its kind and then so far soon a war for the long term and not the short term. It's a pushy mature and I'm concerning that one. And the said President Mahama didn't maintain his appointees now so change your one. Will he maintain the rank now? You know, more tools, man. So go to new, security chiefs to the same rank or maintain the old rank. I even said 2-star. The anyone that play out CCA. Now, who do we need to form our share with regards to presidents on the prerogative and mandates? Yes, or finish our 20. And so these new crop of service chiefs are our 20. It's in line with the mandate, the power, and to the largest extent the constitution. Now, 1.0, so it means that all the other ones will have to now exit. New crop of leadership is coming in. Romania, a 1-star general, active on the federal notice. And she said, probably say a confirm on one, then he may now give them the promotion to become 2-star or whatever he deems fit. Because then there were 2-star generals that was system no more. And she said, what the 1-star banner, it was seniors for hands and our it becomes, some way in the army, they are strictly towards respect and then chain of command. To avoid any other issues, also they move to the rank benefit the position.
You, Doctor, what down what should changes now? Cause so now make us say security agencies in Ghana Police Service, Ghana Armed Forces, prisons, now so fire. A now in general now so overview the yana at the side the my young Timemufono. Bibi or Honoma yen muntina man penny genaswa, why yes answer ye.
Okay, now your car governance system, we need to say apart from the political ex-normal. It's a system where the economy, the security, socio-economic aspect. Now, politics goes hand in hand with security, and security goes hand in hand with politics. Because then, whoever controls the system has to control the security space. Why so? Because then you would think that you would need people who you say you can trust. And that's a new group of players who would sort of like pledge some allegiance to you or to your ideologies, and then to Ghana as a whole. Now, previous appointees were appointed by the former president. And then the perception is that they were in line with the ideologies of the other parts government, although they just want to protect Ghana as a whole. Now, yes, the National Command said, anytime there's a change in power, you would likely see changes with regards to the security heads, which is what has been happening now. Now, for we Ghanaians, there shouldn't be any cause for concern because the reason why I say so is that in as much as a president, mandate, there's been consultation with regards to say these chiefs and said. Once almost signing someone joining the force, it to certain level here. That level is based on political appointment. And then you don't have to take, any ill or motives and other offenses. You see, rest assured, or we, the people of Ghana, the system is going to continue. We are still going to be protected as much as we have been in the past years. You see, this group of leaders will just have to continue from where you think it's one of them continue, and then the system will continue. Although everybody has his own ideas or the back, we are one goal say or achieve. But the bigger goal, the bigger objective for all of them is to ensure that the people of Ghana are safe, and then everybody will go about their duty. The other goal is to ensure to collaborate with other security agencies, police, and then the military. Unlike before now, you say some kind of friction you want. This time we don't have to see that. The other goal is to see the conflict that existed in our system. All the ideas better. Now, what you mean? I enforce it. The tech is on my enforce it. The people was on my to the satisfaction of the people and then the law itself.
You me pa dog ba kokura wo mu ne social appointment we ya wa ye wo Ghana Armed Forces mu a dodo na ne nyina akoye acting e ba ne sa na enka moral e de ma military no enka omo go kwan bi so.
The acting no is a form of the memo acting to also observe and see how committed you will be. Now, it can come say I may not be certain about putting you there, so I'm giving an acting role. Which you now decided to say, well, I can change you to another position, okay, and then bring somebody else there. It is just a period. As to whether the president will have changes made, in the midterm, we are yet to see. But acting is just for you to know that without appoint anyone, you have to justify your inclusion in the position and the amount. And then also President Kabaka said, he's a man on a mission with regards to all appointees will have to deliver. You see, acting says, what are some of the ideologies or whatever? For example, conflict ideas and all the war, Amaya solve it, another. Do you have any kind of ideas concerning the welfare of the personnel that you are going to be commanding over? What are the ideas with regards to collaborating with sister states, who are close by us now or more threats that are violent extremism? What are those ideas? The acting role will also give you that opportunity to come out with ideas, and then substantively, you gel in the position very well. And it's a good morale, a man morale for my mind, and it doesn't affect the morale.
Etime pacho ye nsachira ye say ya na ohaw bi ewo mu teach you any leadership no.
Well, since we have a system where we have transition, it is best assured that will be our partner. The tenure of office is not guaranteed. There is always what Akan will be judged. It is as always judged. We prepare having no one knows. The Myanmar will put it next leadership never also mention as a continue. Now, what happens is that the events now follow after new leadership itself. Sometimes it's not being followed. It will be by everyone say, only invest in welfare of the personnel, like how to invest in housing for the personnel. Maybe your person said, personnel. So these are two different ideas. But your system in place the boss says, so we must focus on housing for the personnel. The next person also comes and will focus and then achieve the target before the rules are started. They are taking the continuity aspect, you hope it to be continued. But by and large, once where say overall Ghana home by the citizens. It's only a topmost as an alien that will coming. But then all this is to show that these are new people who would align to the ideologies of one who someone who will be tonight. See, we are in here, the best assured that you definitely want to have the new crop of what years and again to help you achieve your goal. And if there are previous people that will say, well, they may be compromised or maybe due to allegations of perceptions or they are belonging to the other group in which you may not necessarily be aligned to, you have every right to change that. And then that's what has happened.
And your dog, my yanase, any wadaja when you didn't come. Ebusua pani kwankyerɛ for ya wabene bambo mu pensem saso no wɔkyerɛ de ɛwɔ Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping and Training Center Dr. Victor Doke eti enkyerɛmu no de bebre na aguso a ɛba nyame ya adom a ne aka kyerɛ bia no ye de beto am
na emrase beje ya ɛwɔ hɔ no mu empanimfo a wo mu bɛhye wo mu tumedie so ya yɛfrɛ no sɛ Parliamentary Service Board no omo adan wedi omu no mbese emrasebedafo omu tumedi a omu bedi ani ho ntotoye nyina na saa bejakuo no ankasa titre ni a woda no aye Speaker of Parliament Right Honorable Aban Smana Kingsford Babin omu aka ho bie aye Ebenezer Ahoma Ditro oye Clerk of Parliament Mama Yarega Boko Central Mrasebedenia Osaya Majority Leader Alexander Fenyomak Yefutu Mrasebedenia oye Minority Leader Angela Ofuriwa Alowite oye Kanem Mrasebedenia adesi ewo Afajato South Dr. Makesibe Yabua ononsi ya Kanem Mrasebedenia Emma New Jobin South na saa body Ose emrasebedafo ewo emrasebedafo adadafo bi a ya sande omu abeka ho a omutumedie no sai ne besi akro Executive Director ma Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs Dr. Rashid Draman wano de ya friend anopa wi anwumre a woti ya so ne ya kasa se aperade asumdie nka wo na ya hesank yansa betumi aka Dr. Rashid Draman eda yansa entumi anka no die na yebekọ ensam foforo so
na anu was waswafo ya washo my Ghana sika semso Dr. Kesla Toba Forsen wane ni chemu my Ghana mra shebedefia wadi 2025 budget no wakenka ye echire Ghana fo nyina na asemba kwa minister kan ya dodo na achire sampa NDC aban dwene Ghana ma ho ene se amuansen sanitary pad no wase wo ba beche se ne be ya adisuafo ya wo mo ye maiwa wo shukusu titiw ni aban de no wo mbetimi ade wo mo ho eba ne sa de ensem de ya bobi pa nanso wotie se ne na aban wo kana sab na wase eya aban shukusu pe enti ankrankra shuku ne de ne wo ye oba na akobia amuansen no chese wo akoto wade eno nam so ma de wani kyeremu ewo Wasta East Mensimu ewatoy mantamu a Private Schools Teachers Association for the nkrata pie montene so wade a wo kanyina ne se Ghana ban we de ya adwo edu atadwo afampio to breme edu ne ya den panti wo mo ka kira ban ene ese sanitary pad no Wamo so kra wo ma wo private schools ni munti no aban wo chese ya wonhwe se wamo so kra wo betimi enya wo mo chefa wo tra won kasem no de atodwa wo kire se to de bia ya na ha adwene pa se emofrey se wo mo te classroom dem na wo kire mo de ma no bonso wo te wase ne ho ya sei ase ne ho ya sei bisa wo te what mafe ase won de ne ho bisa no wo sode ya se bia busua manimu a se enye toilet roll ne wo te abai dia hye ho no mo a na bia na tade dade bia we use what chepi na wo use says abio what is yesie ne ho ba ne sa na ha adwene pa enti mofra sa say infection say wo mo fa no kwa executive member edema association we Madam Joyce Asare what the sansem we nyina to dwabra no wo ne central for di nkomo ne nsem a wo ka ne bi ni
ebi wo ho a na wo fo ni sika kra so adebema ne so nkoto pad into mobile schools and some who say, and I say, teacher, a man, especially now say a fire bottom sika, Naya de man, Colin, no top pardon, this says your moho, a bill one swa, or the tea row, and now, or this says, you know, into send there, a buying say, or the son you may eba, Abba school kola, yes, sir, say, all my answer private school, colaning in our so, pay baby, no, yana bibi saba, no, with your government schools on Quano Moja, private schools, no, a banasa, a hard drain pa, say a teacher books, bia, government schools, benyabi, private schools, enyabi.
Ebusuani ekwati wanu executive member Edema Private Schools Association of Ghana wey eyen nkrabata wo ewo wasa East Mensimu atwemantemo Madam Joyce Asare nensam anono na mayo ne biso kra wo wasa East wo kasa kire se in fact nyamesi yenka no kra koba ne se wo konfikire a wo bre papa woti wonu matitu ne se wonka bi nhemu na wo bia ka asam na uguso a wo sire na bia wo nsabuo ne baaba no wase aba ne sa na tawro ni hodo ma de siesie ho ha adwene enti wo to asre abai say
yeah my society in tamnas na edi ani nyina wonye omayele and sometimes was the baby fiabe meba ya mo private schools nyenye bi government from kutin na wonya into ABS ran there or buy am so private schools yedo
enti emayu ya omo wasa East Mensimu atwemanten wansam anono list waboaje da Constansem ene wobo anoman
ai efena yansaka executive director Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs Dr. Rashid Rahman ajana juma Dawson so ye freno a wutwaso na oni Peace News akasa Dr. Radio Asumje nka wo.
Good afternoon. Please, I can't speak to you. I'll miseducate your listeners. So if you allow me, please let me express myself in English so that you can.
No problem, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. We have new 9th Parliamentary Service Board.
Yes.
And. What can you say about the new Parliamentary Service Board?
So, the new Parliamentary Service Board, as it has been the case in the past, is made up of just typically politicians. So, we have the Speaker as chair, and then we have the majority leader and the minority leader. But we also have two people who are representing the two political parties. And over the years, some of us have said that, maybe it is about time we started thinking about this board like a typical board of a corporation where you bring in some technocrats who can help in terms of the advancement of the institution. We already have the majority leader and the minority leader, so the interests of the two parties are represented on the board. Maybe Parliament should start thinking and looking outside for eminent Ghanaians and some technocrats who can really provide some technical advice in terms of how Parliament can operate. So I think for me, I was expecting that this new board, that is the direction in which Parliament is going to go. But I think they decided to maintain tradition. So the people they have put on the board are people who are all very well qualified. So I don't have anything to say about that. It's just the composition that I was hoping it to be a mixture of politicians and technocrats.
But Doc, this particular one, it comprises of current MPs and former MPs. How can this help in parliamentary service?
Yes, that's what I was saying, indeed, because the current MPs, and they are the leaders of their groups, so Honorable Mama Yerga, Honorable Afrena Makin, so they represent the two parties. Already parliamentary knowledge, how the workings of Parliament and so on, you can find that through these two people. And of course, the Right Honorable Speaker is also there. He is the chair. So the former MPs, maybe their slots could have gone to some of our eminent people in this country who would have something to share and something to contribute.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Listeners, we at TF Madawruma, Yane Parliamentary Executive Director, Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs, Dr. Rashid Rahman. Ona Yaneno Kasai. Na unim Gaga was coming to.
I know. You did so well, extremely well, honestly.
Yeah. And this particular one.
The one we just spoke with.
No, there is one. This current the Cobra Mekai.
Say why so nanka o kan you? Because
no
bro no I say.
Na Krobia Sante Kotoko hine wotumfo say tutu a wotosumi no. And Wakacha Minister of Energy and a Green Transition Honorable Joint na pose. 1 year no ho na enyina munkane ntumi nyina ne na so yie pa, especially Asante Mantem. Na bra minister yi ekwa akosra Krobia Asante Kotoko hene oni Asante regional minister Dr. Frank Amuako hene ene ko mensia na okoye na Krobia Asante Kotoko hene de adesrema ne se awoma so box supply point no one say aduma na womoye no ebe content mesansa wo ba Asante Mantem sisi yi a enyina munkane no enjina so na adesia no ebre pa ho ena so afoi esa na nabose obedi obetumi bia ntempa so na etumi ejina ne na so.
Kanya chene nyam bi adwuma se a chene nsa pakana kanya nyam adine nyama nyina kane no ya bedi chene na ne wa ba ni mu wa shimu se nimdia unya na ya bedi chene na de wa ba da no so de be engineer for mpanyimfo wo mu na be ma wo adwuma na yeye wo mu na ye hwe so mu beboa ma bibia yeye generation they are not a bro swap. There's a car power, no gas, and I'm the best. I'm on some mammy. I'm going to be or her. No, I the gas in the Begumu. If I could go, mammy, and then some. I can't Macania born to cough. Electricity Nipan, they are no harder than Wabasto. Electricity. Him said the city is this one message in Yemen. And I said, no, Abana.
Dear yate se okase eye Krobia Asante Kotoko hine otumfo se tutu a wotoso mienu Honorable Tonge na po enso ebo na amane baabi adwuma a womoye no akwakoduru
eye Kumase ne Asante region eye enyinamonkane no eye months se be bosome be na wotwe ekoi enkane na engineer ye esanse ekro no kesia na eye demand no so increase integrate kofo ayire wo mo ho a omode new transformer 145 MVA transformer replace near na be 63 no ntina che omo a double capacity no na etimi ama enkane na egina ye na fidie bia so no se wo switch every old one no dada ni ma ko new one ni ma ana challenges kakra wo ho nti omawie metimi aka ne se nyankopon adaroma mene wo kasa ide sa challenge na omunyan no omo aso ano a sa ye sure se nkane no ebegina yie na enye no nko na yehwe ne se ye kɔ yanim no nkane na begina yie na yatimi dia ye adwuma ama Ghana ne asantema nyina atumpon
dia yate se okase ye Honorable Tonge na po we ye mensia kotokofie na nuati na wakwa probo kakra wa Asante Mantem to ani ye nia Aguri Samuel Hello News na wakasa na wakata ne se Asante manka umakomantu omuyem ebretie bi atubecha
Hase ye behwe transformer grid co for esine foforo 145 MVA transformer dada no 66 nti chese wo de 145 eba na chese honde no kosuru ye pa nti Kumase for be na mienu mo hu senkania no edundum kakra ye switch over na mfidie no se wo switch every dada na ko foforo na wo de aba na aya na etimi ha kakra amencha de bebia yedru no empanyifo na mayate asese bibia koyie kama nti efiri na ekono esi ehu se enkanea no ekwanim enkanea na gina na senia eduma na asaso no ebekọ fom kra na abrase in fact nya ye ne se kumase ha nyina enkanea ne bibre beba ha.
Dear Yate say Okase Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Honorable John Jinapo, Asante Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohine, and was rese as a bibinia one church remuye pan and to man for asum.
We want to appreciate your sense of urgency with regards to helping us solve this ongoing power problem in the region. For some few weeks, if I may, maybe some months, we've been having this erratic power supply. Others have blamed it on sabotage, others have blamed it on a lot of reasons. But the last time I met with the ECG and the power sector players, what I noticed was that there was a communication gap between what they are doing and making that information available to the public. In times where there is even planned maintenance, you hardly get to hear of it. And the only thing you realize is that your power is taken without recourse to anything. So I met them and I encouraged them that as much as possible, communication is part of the work. So if there is a challenge, let us know.
Dear Yate say Okase Asante Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohine, Yenia Aguri Samuel, Asante Mantem Kropon Kumasi.
Yet work as your boy saw ye de ani chiremu ewo ensemfoforo emuanu ada beto dwa se wo de wani chiremu ewo tema port asem kese bi CFD mpenifo na afeso wo so afo ya wo sho my Ghana ya pomo de won sem yewura kwabena minta akando wo nyina akoye na container na wo nsa so mu no opioid egum say ye tonwa Ghana sika 20 million Ghana cedis ene benya. 1 year cry dear India mem no mukra fi na mum Niger ene ekwa kopie na mpanifo de atodwa wo kire se ha dwene se wo man Ghana yakra enobone etise ne ede fa yahye som pani kwankirefo ya woda Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana ano eye Dr. Samuel Donko woni na ya kese edi nkomo ena no payim ewo kokuro ko dwumedie so no wo kire se opioid no ebusia se wo binya akwanhia no wo dene na wo teya kese pa ena doctor ni hyese yemfama no na nye duro bia betimi akase mesori ekopie mu pharmacy sa wo kwa akoto anom yenya ne sa ne nkyire mu ahodo de atodwane.
The mindria make boy ya can want him no control substances, the market or narcotics, or indro ya available or market or strictly prescription drug. And prescription drug no crap on your ordinary prescription drug, edge prescription and alcohol pharmacy was among or you controlled in a day. The mindru EGB or pharmacy, nezima patient and our hospital nezima patient or the document where you book be of any dangerous drugs book. We are whether was submit returns as what the Food and Drugs Authority. They make crap it in do day na mzaba room. If you also record wo books ma honors of pharmacy council for swaba, what check it down pa in doing dispensing according to prescriptions. To or strictly controlled medicines or yin drawer available but ma walk into any pharmacy and now over the counter medicine seller shop no was amount.
Dr. Samuel Donko to aso chire mu se Ghana braso se 1 year friend ro wo krom ase no won beyere won bambo mu.
Yeah, press release be on the 24th of February. Yeah, that press releasing. Yeah, trying for Ghana for not been since the MPE there. Or they are tight in regulation. Or they are tight in the borders. And they be here multi-sectorial. And there, a crewman, you want brand PD, your customs, will report to Ministry of Finance. Pharmacy Council will report to the Ministry of Health. Food and Drugs Authority will report to the Ministry of Health. A baby na a bin report to the Ministry of Interior. Or Narcotics and Control Commission. To one now will report to different angles. Yeah, I've been to the day. Say, they fight the illegality ya amendria backroom here all the damage agencies in our back together no to work towards a common goal they pay stop them illicit na the illegal into yenzi our base so more could now or illegal on see through the normal offending drug clearing systems.
Dr. Donko atwa so dia futu ama Ghana for se opioid na ye ka ho asem no se wonnom na se bro so a wo hawa de bre ni pedua no enye better sa se no kan no
one of the things that Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana is at 200 there, or they health education in. Mindruni and Drubi FA, Ebenya Bibi of independence. I'm sure you baby depend on it. And no man, if nobody didn't nudge in such a way there, if you do not need to survive an abobra, into any addiction. A could be substance for friend tolerance. Say starting as for 100 milligram and a 150 milligram. If there be a tolerance level, if you don't higher dose, for higher doses, now the side effect no very serious. First of all, to make you unconscious because it affects your brain, it affects your mental health. Into one casacran, you can even go unconscious a number of times via nada. Hey, apart from that, name one serious side effect out there, of course, respiratory depression, another ultimate shut to respiratory system down, affect to breathing, another edge home cover affect to one home J.
President Edema Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, Dr. Samuel Donko. Jina
FM. So wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardware no a e de na se woye na se woyam so atim so e
wo be pack na farmer Martin's liver salt tira kwan entem ahwie nsu agu glass mo ate Martin's liver salt no ba ko no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wanom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so ye plain
wonumu a ho beto nemum edi na anu na ho ntowo a ko hu doctor.
Peace FM.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yama yetiefo akwaba. Yase manti we nyina ye Ghana mantia. Enti eniyama efa Ghana yabakose mu. Ebi na yeyi ne se apaso ade ma mo baako yi. Nianda ye ka no ho asem eye Lieutenant General Fred Kufu ena ne legacies. Na Lieutenant General Frederick William Fred Kwesi Ekufu yawo no 21st March 1937 ena wadi besi 26 June 1976 ya papa no ya Ghana sojeni ya wasanye amanyoni politician ya obeye chief from defense staff Ghana Armed Forces free 1976 adequacy 1978 oya chairman Emma ruling Supreme Military Council 6th military head of state 1976 78 adequacy 1979 ena obeye leader ebra ku bi ekoso a ku no wamu yeditia General Ignatius Kutu Echampo ebra wamu tu na ba guye ba se afe ba ko pepepe ena obeye epani na Fred Kufu yi ya wono wa Kropon ya wo Eastern region wa secondary school. In the secondary school education kura wiye 1955 ewo Presbyterian Boys Secondary School ya wo Udumase Krobo ena womu jin wo Ghana Army 1957 ena womu training no ewo Royal Military Academy afi osako Sandhurst UK ema woko kunya commission 1960 afi wasai eko parachute training enu wo UK ena womu hu ni accent so pa wo Congo 1961 ho ena afi staff college wo UK enu say wo 1967 ena National Defense College wo India enu so ye 1973 enti no we obi a eba no soja dwumemu anu aben pa na yire eye Mrs. Emery Ekufu ya ononso woko National Defense College ye wo India 1973 na dwuma nkasenie ebra na wo soja mu no obeye commanding officer Emma Airborne Training School ye wo Tamale ena echire kura wasaba 6th Battalion Infantry war Ghana Armed Forces free 1969 kwesi 1970 ena wo peja nkakra edibegina second brigade commander na ebra changeover ebaye no Awurade adom a wotumi survive ye ya wono drive Ghana nkakra saa tamumpo na yeka yetie no na eye benkum nimfa enti eduru baabi no en wasi ye be change ede efiri nimfa na ye de aba benkum operation keep right na 4th August 1974 and as such changeover way a year successful come wo mu say na continuation kakra course but it me successful afi army commander April 1974 chief of defense staff in April 1976 General FWK Ekufo yebekai no ewo esononko ana oda ewo ne dwumadie mu na brigadier Ekufo report we betoja wa bra Ghana yesesaye right hand traffic changeover ewo October 1974 nensam ni bini.
As you are aware, the change from left to right hand traffic was successfully launched at 6 a.m. on the 4th of August, exactly 2 months today. The changeover to date has been smooth. Accidents connected with it, I'm happy to inform you, have been insignificant, bearing in mind the magnitude of the operation. It is interesting to note that the overall national accident rate has rather dropped, obviously as a result of people being more careful than normal. Figures recorded during the month of August this year, as compared to those of last year, bear an adequate testimony to this assertion. While last year, the Ghana Police recorded 1,153 vehicle accidents for the month of August, the comparative figure for this year, August, was 893. This showed a drop of 25% in vehicle casualty rate.
Satam ni yeti ya te said ye UK for womutu omushan se womu ana no womu di yesonti cars no abi na ne yeti but womu de edibesi nde said ye tia na tia ba ye ne ye de mum na yasesa no ye de free right to one mu de aba left ya baby a wo drive a wotena na first na nya sa na tie na afei October 1975 na Fred Ekufo ya appointed ne say omeye member ema ruling Supreme Military Council abai no na saa time no opeja begina de friend say Ghana Army Commander na saa time no a obeye saa panipa woda no na niema bi koso ewo echampon amemmuo mu a na wose ente de enya ade a womanfo ani so enti July 1978 ena ono nso edi edom wanim General Ignatius Echampon omu bo no so buo se papai oya wa manso oya kenkabi waka wompese obia be challenge no en wono nko ana bibia wono anu oye enti omu bo no saa so buo no en omu tu ni fra akonya so na nuatians omu form SMC 11 ena omu de General Ekufo eye chairman na General Ekufo be ye chairman no ena wo se omanfo obo se ye be free soldier abemu ni asa ko civilian ya ye de constitution foforo kura be ye aduma na sa constitution foforo a wo ba be ye no ba beboa ema politics no aye kama na emum enipa bi wo ho a ye de wo sabetu omu so se sankofo no omu politics ya wo mu menho owura JH Mensa woka ho wono omu politics ya wonwane Victor Wusu Imoro Gara omu nyina mu omu men politics ho ena Kofi Agaligbedema wɔn nyinaa nso ɛmo wɔn mmɛn politics ho na bra ogusu a wɔyɛ se ni nyinaa na nkɔfoɔ bi nso fa ɛbɔ ne ho pɔ sɛ sɛdeɛ nsuo yɛ no saa na ewia bɛyɛ na wokura wo ba yɛ se wama economy ni mu ayɛ dendenden afei no ɔmanfoɔ best street so ɛyɛ dede tia ne sɛ ne nneɛma a wɔyɛ nyinaa nyɛ nneɛma papa ɛno na ka ho bie ɛma captain ɔsahene boatigyan no wɔn yɛ asogyafoɔ juniors no ɛna wɔn yɛ eku ɛna nam so a wɔn de papaje na yɛ June 4th 1979 saa time no wɔde Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings na bi kura friend Chairman Rawlings no one wɔyɛ Armed Forces Revolutionary Council no Chairman wɔda no ɛna wɔn nso tu akufu efra akunya so a wɔn de Chairman Rawlings ɛna edibedi adeɛ na ba saa no ɛnam so boa no yɛ de bɔ General Kufu nti wɔn nso boa no fo ɛma senior military officers no 26 June 1979 Teshi military range hɔ ɛna yɛde no kɔtwere dua no ayɛ a wɔn twere a ne yɛde ade akyekyere wɔn ani no firing squad yɛbɔ tuo penalty form team ebi wɔ akora obetumi akɔtɔ punum ɛna yɛde wɔn kɔ gyinagyina hɔ nom na yɛbɔ no tuo kun no na political scientist Dr. Isaac Brako na yenene mo nkomo kakra mfa Lieutenant General Fred Ekufu eho aparade asomdwe nka wo nso na boko de Yesu adom ahodi wo ho ai buaye kakra General Ekufu na wotesan ne de na woya ade wo ho ne mra wo ye ene kwae fa so a yitu ni fra kunya so
yo oye enra ye de kokosi yewura e champon a obeye National Redemption Council a echire omosisa edin no mu ene enipa na edom no esan betu ne din Supreme Military Council no na yewura champon onka bi nhyiemu omanpani odi ne dwuma e wo ne office anopa beye nonkono enonwotwe ne fa July 5, 1979 ena ne dan yabie enipa gbawurem enipa gbawurem no Lieutenant General Ekufu a na oye ne Chief of Defence Staff Major General Odate Wellington na ono so oye ne Army Commander Navy Commander sabre no Air Force Commander ena Border Guard Commander na omowure mu eno waka se we de do magire me ma kura ma mo mama de kura
papa we sa papa odawru mo sa nkofo nyina ye nkofo ana tampo ne wo mu kon na kra na wo ho
no mo nyina wa ban no mu
woni wo mu nyina na yaduma
mo nyina oni wo mu nyina na kon na kra na nto mo wa ban no mu.
Wow.
Enti ekoba ne saa no eye ne nwanwa. Omo epani no. Enti na ka eso mo twa ne pruse. Ankoba ne saa obi a muna nanim. Na yesi esuketwa ohun esukesi a obobirim. Enti ka eso mo hu omo pani no omo timi twa ne pruse. Ama ne saa. Enti General Odate Wellington a odi kan ka saa no e Major General. Oyi pepe bi fi ne botom. Ena osi ordinary such see baby say yewura champon fa o signature to hasin yewura nanka opese woni ni yi ano kakra men sign na omo etimi eyere no na o sign paper no na e kan say me jumadie say head of state or my penny any chairman of Supreme Military Council no ba wiye enti osan wiye no na omo keka kire ne say enioma wo ye nti a omo na sign wi no eni say wo de tumi ni nyina hye wo no nko ansem wa ye kan ka bi na oye one man show afi ofe bankrofo kakra wo soja aban no mu soja mu no afi wakɔ printi sika na no so no as wo printi dodo ɛne nneɛma bebree biom keka kyerɛ no na eti du baabi na kyerɛ aka wɔ ne nua manko na nka wɔ ne obiara bio na ɔto n'ani a na nto obiara anim nti na ɛsɛ ɔde ne signature no to hɔ no mu ɔnti ɔde to so na sanse no oni bibia bio obetimi ayɛ
nti papa na kyerɛ sɛ saa nkɔfo ana wɔgye wɔ mu di a wɔ mu wɔ hɔ nyinaa wɔto n'ani hwɛ obiara anim a obiara hwɛ n'anim
nipa wɔ ne ɔmo bu man yi saa be na immigration ma nti na border guard ɛna na ɛwɔ hɔ border guard pani ɔhyɛ hɔ
ɔwɔ hɔ
air force commander ɔhyɛ hɔ navy for pani ɔhyɛ hɔ ɛna kyerɛ sɛ mpanifo ɛda soja ano na wɔ ne ɔmo bu man no wɔn na aba ɔmo yɛ ne sɛ yi o nti sɛ na ɔto n'ani yɛ na sɛ nsu awe ɛna nkaba ho ada hɔ
yee nyina bu agya hia to no Enyina bu agya hia to no
na ne na ma me kai ehoma bi a me kan ye beda na agya ba fa wo kwa babre sɛ wo hia bia na ɔkenka bi na ebra ye tu na de so na edwom hɔ no mo ɔse kra ade bi na hikura ne sɛ krachi bi tiam sɛ pambo no ɔne wɔ so wɔ woro ka afa ne meti ɛnɛ sɛ wanchi na manfo anyama ɔmanfo bɛchi na wayam enti na kyerɛ sɛ na ayɛ din ama wogyafo nti wɔsan yɛ ɛna ɔmka kyerɛ ne sɛ ɛneɛ sɛsɛ ne yɛtu wadeɛ so nti wei no Ghana yɛ amanyɔsɛm adesua mu yɛfrɛ no Palace School nipa no ɔne ɔmo wahemfie hɔ no ɛna yi n'ase akonnwa nti ahemfie hɔ no nipa na yi n'ase akonnwa
aboa bi bɛka wa wofiri wo ntoma mu
ɛno no
wow
nti ɔmo wie no ɛna General Frederick William Kwesi Akufo Ekratme kropon de hie. Wanu nwi na no nwi kama. Kratch nani aba akesi kama. Ono na obeye head of state and commander in chief of the armed forces.
Ebra wo mu tu a champon no.
Wo mu tu a champon no.
Oni papa wadawruma wo mu tu no. Wo mu ye no da na wo mu ja no saa.
Di wo mu ye no ne se oni wo mu yiyi oni omo yeyere na dia ene omo be deal with him in a military way ya de ube fa soja kwan so na em se wo hwe ana no emwa no esanse na otiafe enti so wo ye no bokoboko dia omo de eniema efa tase ye de ma no nyina ebema no enti omo otiafe sa ena omo de saa de no ema na dia omo ye ya na eya ne se ye ni tumi nyina ne titles a wo fa mu nyina ye di ranking no emo be ye mister na me say e kai me professor wa kire me politics in Ghana Professor Michael Kwei say na mo di ranking na mo fa ne ma yi title wo for mpa na mister de na che say mister for ye de nya de papa
na che say ye de no ba form so obi a wa nko soja da
ye de na ba oni pan say hwe
oh nipa ya moba no ane
nipa no ya mobo enti afi omo be ye NRC decree 360 no omo decree SMC no omo ye nsakraye wom na omo benya SMC 168 establishes Supreme Military Council the etoso mienu omo ansisa edin no chese de be ya ne say we Supreme Military Council abebio
de etoso mienu
enioma wo mutumi di gu akwan mu eye Supreme Military Council abebio ya ye wura champ Akufo-Addo no eni se omo etu anamon se Ghana yebekọ constitution yebekọ kebimame nkebi yebeto aba yebeye hihye ni ato aba na amanfo nipa amanfo dodo na ato aba mom ne mranche bidwafo no omummu oman na nye soja na ebebu oman no etoso mienu omo ede political parties decree SMC decree 208 ede regulate activities for political parties afe na ense ɛsono a yɛde ato amanyokuo ɛso no 7-year-old ban on formation of political parties no yɛyi saa nhyɛ no afiri hɔ nti na manfoɔ wɔ ho kwan sɛ wɔtumi ati amanyokuo biara wɔn pɛ na wɔtumi to anamɔn sɛ yɛbɛto wɔn so aba nti saa resource ayi yɛnura no yɛka sɛ referendum bi a union government nkaboma ban a yɛwura champon de baayɛ no wɔn to aba no nsunsuansoɔ no kɔyɛ ngongonan anti no wɔn twa nsunsuansoɔ no mu koraa sɛ ɛnyɛ papa ɛna wɔte 120 member constitutional assembly so wɔn do bobo adwen wɔn toato adwen na wɔn fa new constitution mmra ɛno no na enipa diosia 964 yeyi wɔn fi saa bɛ na district ɛwɔ hɔ yɛ 64 oba district biara baako ɛna 29 members nso SMC2 for na appointee wɔn ɛna 27 others nso wɔn de interest groups ɛyɛ pressure groups ne saa deɛ from ahotekuo ne ade no wɔn na yi wɔn nti 120 nti wɔn yɛyɛ no ɛna afei deɛ wɔn ɛbɛdi constitution ɛbaayɛ wɔsan yɛ adeɛ bi ɔman ne sika no wɔyɛ devaluation bi of the cedi IMF to ne for sɛ sɛm yɛ sika sɛm na gyigya no yɛ sika sɛm na ɔmfa foforɔ mmra na ɔnte so wɔte na ahoɔden no so ɛno no ɛna wɔde new currency ɔde sika foforɔ baayɛ na yɛsesa no bere piawa bi mu na adeɛ wei deɛ ɛkae me June bi abiri bi na wokɔ sunlight na wode wo sika dada no ɛkɔ ne duru wo so a na wakɔ sesa na saa de na manfo mpɛ sɛ ɔmbɛgye sika dada no ti baabi a na mekɔ sukuu na meyɛ school boy saa bere no na buro foforɔ aba yɛkyenkyereɛ ɛne yɛwede ɛdaeɛ ɛsiane sɛ sika dada no de kɔtɔade a obi mpɛ sɛ ɔbɛgye na ɔde akɔ sunlight na ɔde akɔpɛ foforɔ no enti wo nkora foforɔ no a na ɛɛden sɛ wobɛtumi anya obi a ɔbɛgye saa adeɛ wei ɛna IMF foɔ ya ɛsan ka sɛ yɛsikasɛm no yɛnhodwo mu kakra enti wei ne de ɔhaw brɛ adwumayɛfoɔ ne nipa a ɔmo sikasɛm wɔ fam no paa enti ɛde strike bebree ɛbaayɛ paa ɛfi November 1978 ɛkɔkɔsi May 1979 no yɛnya adwumayɛfoɔ de ɔmo nnwoma di agu hɔ no esi bebree yɛnya wobɛtumi aka bɛyɛ 200 strikes a na adwumayɛfoɔ aban adwumayɛfoɔ ne wɔn a wɔyɛ ankorankora adwuma nyinaa drabafoɔ koraa kɔ ɛde wɔn adwuma ato hɔ enti kyɛ sɛ bebree ɛna wɔn demande sɛ IMF nneɛma na ɔde abɛgu yɛ soɔ no wɔn nyɛ mfiri hɔ nom enti kyɛ sɛ nneɛma no ɛha adwene bebree saa nneɛma wei nyinaa no ɛmɛkɔma yɛwura Rollins na wɔbiara ntie ne nkada wɔba ɔne sogyafoɔ nkumaa bi ɛkɔyɛ failed coup bi kɔn kɔtu yɛwura skuulfo abanyagu na ntumi ɛnimu ɛbere bi a yɛyɛ yɛwura NLC no meka sɛ woyɛ coup na sɛ ntumi ɛni nansa ɛkɔ na wɔtwe ne mmoro yɛ a ɛyɛ failed coup enti wei no 15th May 1979 no saa sogyafoɔ yi coup no mkɔyɛ no ayanimu ntumi anyina na edidimu a ɛna ɔlifti ba no chamanfoɔ fɔm mo party saa yɛde yɛdim sɛ biribiara asi ɛpɛ ɛna ɔmode sogyafoɔ yi san baa bio June 4 1979 ɔmo bɛyɛ coup ahomenakye paa na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmode yɛwura kufu ɔmde na mmɛmuo no ɛno nso ba awieye ɛwɔ military coup di time na sogyafoɔ yɛ baa yi ɔmo nso kɔtee deɛ fɛ no Armed Forces Revolutionary Council a yɛwura Rollins ɛna ɛda no enti yɛwura kufu nso ɛyɛ SMC2 amɛmuo no saa na ɛba awieye ɛno no
ane ayi akufu wa nkyɛ koraa o 78 79 pɛ
wankyɛ kakra 5th July ɛna ɔno ne kuo no ɔde betu champon no ɛna ɔno 4th June ɛnka yɛkɔ July mu a nanka wanya afe 4th July, 4th June 1979, and the 20 Afikura wenya na AFRC na edafofro ekwan be ma ye behwe ne de ono de wanche kura odi nafia oha ani dumi no pe 112 days and ono nso odane tumi mu ma de ato abayi no enti efi ye wura champon ho ba no de mienu ebeda ntemu ansa na ye wura le man ba no o ma anche kura o ma memu no anche kura
Nata say General Kufu no we nya na ho gono so wa ho wo share strike ne ayi a wo mu ye tieti anu ya
woni de odi ni kan nyina woni ye wura champon omo bre so no strike se baye pa wo Ghana se wo hwe yen ye ni omemu a se wo hwe industrial relations e wo oman mu a ebra ye nya strike se pa ye sabre no ye wura champon bre so enna ebe ye kese pa wo ye wura Ekufu bre so se labor unions bebre no a ko strike pa
papa wo kasa no mete samemfre wo mu old serpentio mete aya mafuo din wo ho atese wo mu awa system no mu ate wo
eja amfamfiri wona de efibra ye tu ye wura nkroma amemwogu ye no ena sojafo e ba ye wura ankra ne nkrofo ekoko hu wo mu saa bre no ne ye ne omanyon kopa no ehyaase ewo se Ghana oman ye ne omu ehyaase yakọ beye empen beye edunum eko eduonu yakọ enso dukadaya ya na se ye ba PNDC a ye behwe emwa omo sikam de ma ye no timi boaye ene ohaw a edi begu omanfo so ye behwe sane na ya kwan atia pansam ye railway network ne sane ma ne nyina na omo ma ye sika ne etumi de ye kwan ne bi ne ade ene how omo de from ajan famfiri o de mawa wo de enhyehyeye beka ho se ava ne se oye nipa no aba obosia obeka kire o se be ya obetumi atua abosia ne nti eni abenkwan me mpesa me hu se wo ne girls ni nam ho me mpesa obesa tade foforo wo be hyehyɛ mra ma wa na se be ya obetumi anya ne sika no dia kwakoma no nti agya mfamfiri de ye ni omudi enkita ho enye ne
apana ayi ba kwank mede wie kura no ayi nipa aso mu ye ku nyina ye nkofo ata be ma wo ho
na yesi srodio ben wo esan se o hwe ye wura champon de kura no a na trese wona de ne nkrofo a woni omubu men ya wo na bibi nkoyi a klasi bi na wo bu bebi na be na ne be ne ye mesre on titwi papenti no wose de o twa ne nsa no onim se ne tiachia tese ne papa mo no de o twa sa ne se ne tiachia no ono se wono ti ne se de o twa ne nsa no onim se ne tiachia na minia me ye minim se bia ne ma me ye no ha adwen eti monyi masotire mpo na mo de mo anyi masotire no ase mo de krata ase mbotum san ha sei wonye chairman biu ye tu ade so
baba ya da sepa ne obraya wunyamae
oye
yo atie for ye political scientist Dr. Isaac Brako ona ye no kasafa Lieutenant General Fred Ekufu kase bono esi amansan ti ame kwabena mafo ena
gaganto lady ohene wa kese bo ohene
MTN kuta 4G plus ya wa fastest connectivity esa wa highest internet speed into to MTN tabonete. This way chocolate drink you only need hot water and it's just a matter of styling. Style ya na wano ya dama se ama mu monitor awrade asomtie enkamu nyina na ya dabanada make it a triple darling better na kunya DJ Young Boy eternity entertainment nso beba kwesi aboaje me mind koso woni tefema me bia makwafo Isaac Kwame Owusu adiomi betena se ewo OKFM driver so erade enkamo.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.